Okay, let's take a look around this 1989 on an F Land Rover 90, genuine factory county station wagon, this one. But this one's been converted to run Daihatsu 2.7 turbo diesel power, which is a nice engine on these actually. But it is a genuine county station wagon. It's also been prepared and used for quite a lot of off-roading, so a lot of money's been spent on it one way or another. I won't go through the whole spec on the video because we've written most of it down. But standard county spec, except the rear seats have been taken out and replaced with a pair of forward-facing bucket seats with 4-point harnesses, so it is effectively a 5-seater, this one. It's running a 3-inch lift with heavy-duty suspension and looks like dislocation cones on the front and fully guarded and what have you. A set of 5 Insa Turbo Special Track 265 75 R16 tyres on alloys, a set of 5 of them, as I say, and on wheel spaces as well. So it sits wide and tall. It's got rock sliders and tree sliders on it, and rear side window grills, forest wires, snorkel, checker plate, extra lights on a light bar, front bull bar, twin winches, winch at the front and winch at the back. We haven't checked their operation, it's fair to say. It looks like perhaps the cable on the front one could do with replacing. It's a bit rusty. But as I say, it's even got a winch in the rear cross member as well. Obviously, say fully guarded underneath. We've got steering guard, diff guards there. Be quiet, dog, please. QT correction arms on it underneath. You can see those under there. On the front, I think it's got them on the back as well. Yes, it has. QT correction arms, front and back. To get the camber angles right. High level exhaust, it's got rear step, and twin rear work lights. Right, let's go around and pick out some good bits and bad bits. Although it's been used for off-roading, it's not a horrible denty one actually. It's obviously all the guards on it, the tree sizes and the rock sliders and the front bar have actually stopped it from getting dented, which is all good because it's actually very, very straight. Paint on it looks to be largely original, perhaps with the exception of the offside front wing. So it's done the usual red trick of fading quite a bit, but it is still it is a Land Rover after all, and it is 24 years old now, so I think that's probably to be expected. But it hasn't been covered in all sorts of other colours of paint and everything. Around the front end, all looks pretty straightforward. Front bar's obviously seen a bit of life, but it's all there. Heavy duty front bumper as well, which I hadn't spotted before, with the winch on it. Looking down the near side, all looks pretty straight down there. You've got quite a big scuff on the near side front eyebrow just there, and the eyebrows have lost a fair bit of their paint as always. But a few scratches up here. Scuttle corner on the near side looks pretty good, just bubbling up very, very slightly there just by the hinge, but that all looks pretty good. All round there and under the vents and everything. A-post all looks good. Near side door, quite a bit of electricity reaction down here on the bottom of the near side door and up here in the usual place. Inside actually quite nice. Obviously that seat base looks pretty new actually, it's a slightly lighter colour than the rest. But dash is all there, you've got some extra sockets here and stuff. Headlining's all there, a bit grubby. The headlining in the back has been replaced with a black one. And as you can see, you've got the twin rear bucket seats in there and fully checker plated out in the back as well. Floors, wheel arches and rear door. All the county trim, apart from the front carpets, is all still there really. Let's have a look at these doors. Near side door frame is very rusty, but only a tiny bit of movement in the bottom hinge actually, and it still shuts well enough. Don't have to lift it up or anything. It's not bad. Near side rear wing all looks good. There's a few scratches and stuff in the paint. Under there it all looks really rather nice actually. I think it was originally a low mileage county before the last owner got his hands on it and spent fortunes. Around the tail end, as I say, there's your winch under there, which has all been properly let into the cross member and everything. All rather good. Does mean there's no toe pack on it though. Let's open up the back here, and this tyre's so big it blocks the thing off. So they're all checker plated in here. Here's your rear seats, which are all quite nice, quite well fitted actually. Tailgate Bottom frame is a bit rusty in the corners, but the checker plate will be helping to give it some extra strength. But a little bit rusty, but even so, still shuts well enough, holds the tailgate up, holds the spare wheel up. Looking down the offside, again, same story really, very straight, but a few scratches and stuff here and there from lots of use. Scuff there on the eyebrow, electrolytic reaction on the base of the driver's door, and up here, one or two tiny pinholes just appearing in the front A post here, a couple down there. Looks like perhaps someone's had a go at, perhaps that's in primer there, I'm not really sure. That's obviously the correct red, that isn't. Scuttle corner on the driver's side, again, looks pretty good. No problems there. Offside front wing is fine, but again, the eyebrow has lost a fair bit of its paint on the edge there. Going back inside here, driver's seat, actually quite nice, no problems there. Dash is all good, you've got a small Momo steering wheel. Driver's door, tiny hole in the back of the frame just there, but otherwise it's a bit rotten on the bottom of it, but it's actually, again, only a tiny bit of movement in the bottom hinge, as you might be able to see on the video there, and again, shuts properly. There you have it really. As I say, it is a proper factory county station wagon, so it is London Emission Zone compliant, and it looks really, really mean. That's about it, I think. My name's Simon. You can reach me in the office on 0118 907 1495, or you can go to our website, which is www.motodrome.co.uk for any further info. We take part exchanges, we take Visa and MasterCard credit cards and debit cards with a 2% surcharge for credit cards, and we can have it shipped or delivered anywhere you like in the world, obviously at a cost. That's about it. End.